it's Jenny Jen, the plant friend. So I'm coming to you and I'm filming at night. You can see it's dark behind me. So I wanted to do a propagation update video because I've got some exciting things happening with my propagation. And instead of sitting here, I'm going to kind of take you where the propagations are because they're a lot and it's kind of too much to bring. But I do have one that I'm going to get started with sitting here, and then we'll go to where the rest of them are. If this is your first time discovering my YouTube channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you are a subscriber, I really appreciate you. Thank you for always coming back and supporting me. We're building this thing one subscriber at a time, and it's growing. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this propagation video. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you learn something. I hope that you will get brave enough to start propagating your plants. Again, my reason for propagating is I want to do some trading in the spring and summer. I want to trade some of my plants. I want to try my hand at trading and get plants that I don't have maybe, or and that sort of thing. So that's initiated it, but kind of got out of control with the propagating. So I've got them everywhere, and so we're gonna just go ahead and get started. So come along with me as we look. But I'm going to show you. This is my Monstera stetovacana, and guys, look at those roots. Probably time to up-pot this guy. But the mother plant is doing fairly well. I propagated this with like 2 leaves, a 2-leaf cutting, and it's going crazy. They get very leggy though, and I'm concerned about that. But yeah, so anyway, she's doing good. So that's the first one. And I'm just gonna reach behind me because there is a propagation back here as well. And this is my Syngonium albo. Everybody know that I was freaking out, hesitant to propagate this guy. I need to up pot her and give her some nutrients, but she's in pond, and this is, the mother plant is there. So I have about 4 Syngonium. This is one of the easiest variegated plants to propagate. Very easy. So if you want, buy a Syngonium albo variegata and then propagate it. You can do single leaf propagations, which is, this one was like a 2-leaf, I think, and then all of this grew in. So doing very well. And then, oh, I do have, but I'm going to try to take you where you can see it. Let's go. Okay, so this propagation in my sister planter is of my Scindactis pictus exotica, and this is the one propagation, and here's the mother plant. Let's get down here. There's the mother plant, still doing well, giving me these huge leaves. I love that. And so she's doing very well. Now she gets more light during the daytime because this is a east-facing window, but right now it's dark outside, so you know she's not getting a ton of light, but she gets quite a bit. So the Scindactis pictus. I also propagated my Standeliana. This is the mother plant, and I will show you the propagation. One propagation, I did 4 leaf cutting propagations from here, from the node. You see the node here, but only 2 of them took, or 1. I think one or 2 took, and so I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to go into my IKEA greenhouse cabinet. So this is the propagation of the Standeliana. Look at that beautiful leaf. Isn't that beautiful? And so putting out a new leaf there, just put this new leaf out. Doing very well. Let's see. Here's the other Syngonium albo propagation. So this is the Pink Princess propagation, and I'll show you, well, this is the Pink Princess mother plant, and I'll show you the propagation. So I tried my hand at propagating my Hoya linearis, didn't take. So that's that. Oh, one other propagation in this cabinet while we're here. This propagation is of my my Maranta, and actually she needs some water. I better take her out and give her some water. But anyway, this guy, it was so tiny, and just, but she's taken off. She just really needs, she's thirsty. Look at how dry she is. She's just thirsty. But doing very well. I will show you the mother plant in a little bit of this one. But I want to leave her somewhere so I can remember to water her. I'll put her there, and then I'll remember to water her. And so, let's just go. Here is my pink princess. This is the top cutting. It looks a little reverted, but this is the top cutting of the same. Now, I started with a single leaf, and I'll try and find the picture of this plant. This plant is very sentimental to me, and this is another propagation of that plant, and it's given like these two wonky little tiny leaves, and that's when it's getting ready to put out a new leaf. So hopefully we'll have some variegation with that. And then this is the propagation of my chia pence. Now, not doing the best, but I showed you in a video recently where she's finally putting out a new leaf, and she has some nice healthy roots at the bottom. So that's a good sign. So that's good there. This is the propagation of my gloriosum, but the mother plant, I think the node is spent because it's not doing anything. It's in the IKEA greenhouse cabinet. Yeah, this is another one of the Syngonium alba propagation. So I'm telling you that thing really takes off. So I'm excited about that. And then we're going to let's see here. We're going to, very nice. This is a propagation of my Syngonium Ladyland. I'll put it on the screen. But that's that propagation, and she's doing fairly well. I have a propagation of my, this is my Syngonium Composta Compart. I'll put it on the screen, but doing well. This propagation, this is the second propagation of that plant, and this is a small propagation of a Ansonii. Needs some water, but not doing the best. I've propagated my Brantianum several times, but that plant is not doing well at all. I mean, it puts out these juvenile baby tiny leaves, and that's all you get there. I'll show you the other plants that I've propagated. So, of my Cebu Blue, and I'm really waiting to try my hand at, this is the gloriosum that I was telling you about. You see, I've had this guy in pond, nothing. It's been like this for a couple months now. It's not really doing anything. So, but this is the propagation I was going to show you. This is my Cebu Blue propagation, and I'm not sure with the yellowing. Maybe it's getting too much humidity, not sure, but doing fairly well. I had two propagations, and this is the first one, and then there's another one. So I'll show you that. Okay. And so in this little prop box, I had ordered a mystery box of Hoyas and put them in this prop box here. I have some updates in from this box. Let me just get rid of the oh, whoa, almost dropped that. Let's just, I don't know where to put this. Let's put it there. Okay, so in this box, oh, I must have knocked that down. It broke off. So, okay, that didn't make it, whatever that was. This is my El Chaco Red, the little miniature El Chaco Red that I had. Look at all those tiny baby leaves it's putting out. I started this in January with just this one leaf here, and it's put out several leaves, but I'm waiting for it to really take off. And then I have this Hoya, which I'm not really sure of the name because I've been told that it's not what I think it is, which is a Cardiophylla. This propagation is of my Mamie. I'll show you another one. I should have showed you the mother plant when I was in the mud room, but it's put out these two leaves. And so the other thing that's in there is the Rhaphidophora decursifer, and it's not doing anything. I don't think those are going to take. But the rest of these were some Hoya propagations that came unrooted, and so I was rooting them in the prop box there. And so we're going to come over here. So now this is the other Schimdactys exotica propagation that I was saying. I put this, look at those roots. Crazy. So I started propagating in pond recently, and I love, love, love it because the roots just take off so much faster. And but yeah, so I propagated this guy. This is another one of the compostipartum thingy plant, just putting out roots, and another leaf there. Here is another Brantianum, but you see how it gives me all of these juvenile leaves? That's what I've been getting. But this is a propagation. I will show you the mother plant. It's so funny. This is the cutest little propagation, but I don't remember what it is. I did not label it, and that's just not a good idea. I still can't identify the leaves. I just don't even know. It was a wet stick, and I've gotten all of that from it. But over here, I am, and many of you remember my my Hawaiian pothos that my husband bought. See that huge leaf? But all of the leaves came very damaged, and so I was able to save a couple of nodes, and I put them in perlite. And you see, look at there, isn't that exciting? Those two beautiful new leaves that have come in there, and look like other things are happening down there. So we're excited about that. And then we have the Rhiphidophora tetrasperma here that's, I'm not sure, the leaves are curled. I'm not sure what that means, but I need to give her some attention. And then inside this little terrarium here, I do have another Rhiphidophora tetrasperma leaf that's, I don't want to pull those out, but they're all in perlite, and some things are happening inside the cloche here. So terrarium, cloche, whatever. But so those are some propagation. This was a rehab plant. It's a beautiful plant, but it just did not do well in my care, and it looks like it's trying to make a comeback down here. Like these leaves are gone, but okay, yeah, that's just a dead leaf, but it's putting out some new leaves down there, so maybe it's not gone. And there is one green one there, and my husband bought this plant, so I'm not even sure what it is, but, and so you go. And there's another propagation here of a Syngonium. It's not an alvo, but I wrote Syngonium on there. And then this propagation was a mixture of Philodendron Brazil and Cebu Blue, and took off pretty well. And they're in sphagnum moss, but this was when I was propagating in sphagnum moss. I've since changed that. I have a pearls and jade and a golden pothos and a lemon lime pothos, all propagating in the same cup there and doing very well. Let's see, what else do I have? This is not a propagation. It is actually a rehab of my Hoya curtisii. This thing was huge. It's all but died. I don't know. I've tried a couple times at my hands with that, and I don't know. So this is the final try on that one. And let's see what else. Oh, this is exciting in my IKEA greenhouse cabinet here. This is my Philodendron mamii. I had this guy. I started this propagation on December 27th, and it was a wet stick. There were no leaves. It put out this first new leaf it put out. Then it put out this second one, which is a little bit smaller. But looky, guys. Look at that. It's about to unfurl. And so I recently potted her up in pond and just left her in the cabinet, and she's doing well. Here is another Rhiphidophora tetrasperma. There's nothing to update on that because I don't know if wet sticks don't do well with that particular one. I'm not sure, but she's there, and I started this on January 16th. I didn't do anything with any Codex plants in there. So those are the only propagation, and as you guys can see, I do grow quite a bit of avocado plants, and I do that, and I kind of sort of give them away to different people. I did propagate my string of hearts. This is the mama plant, kind of small, but I put her down in there and wrapped her around, and she started putting out larger hearts. And this is one of the propagation here. She's in perlite in the cabinet. Seems to be doing pretty good. I mean, the leaves are smaller, the hearts are smaller, but And then I put one in perlite. I pulled all of these from the mother plant. One in perlite, one in wrapped around. I tried that, and then the other one is in water, and I'll show you that one now. Or I'll show you that one in a minute. Over here, I have okay, and so here is the water propagation for my string of turtles. Look at those roots, guys. Still putting out really, really tiny hearts, but I'm hoping that that's going to get better. So that's another propagation. And I think that is it. Okay, guys, so that concludes my propagation video. I hope you found it interesting and you've learned something, and maybe you'll propagate some of your own plants. But please like, subscribe, and comment below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.